Sure, no problem. Okay, I'll just share the screen. Students, please allow me 2 minutes. Is that okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hope you can see me.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I hope my screen is shared.
Yes, ma'am. Visible.
Okay. So how are you doing? All of you, how are you doing? Doing
Fine,
great?
ma'am. What about you, ma'am?
I'm doing good. After meeting you all, I'm feeling very, very happy because meeting students is always welcoming for anybody, for any teacher, right? So I don't know whether you know it or not, but I can experience that. Okay, so I will try to introduce myself. I'm Dr. Madhavi Vaidya, and I have done PhD in computer science in 2019. I have got the experience of 24, 25 years in academics. Now I'm working as the instructor for Finessefleet, and in addition to that, the adjunct faculty corporate trainer for many other institutions. So I hope that much information is okay. Uh, shall I start? Is that okay, team?
Sure, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. So, fine. So this is our team. I hope the screen is shared. Huh? And by the way, if suppose you come across any doubts, okay, you can write them down in the chat. Even Faiza would help me for the same. Even I will check the things in between from time to time. And if suppose you feel that you really want to ask the question and we are not taking care of your doubts, you surely can ask the doubts. That's not a problem at all. Okay. So this is our introduction, and there is a team behind doing all these things. So thanks to them. And now I would like to know how many of you know Python, or how many of you have done hands-on Python. Can I come to know? Can you raise the hand? Uh, okay. Fine. Okay. Great. Very nice. So, okay. Fine. That's really good to know. Okay. So, Tejasvi, can you please tell me where do we use Python? Don't worry, you can speak in either of the language, Hindi or English. We don't mind at all. Or anybody else would like to speak? Aryan?
Ma'am, mostly in the back end, ma'am.
Backend. Okay. So backend means what? What do you mean by that?
Means it's like a link between database and front end, ma'am.
Okay. Fine. So which database you have used?
MySQL, ma'am, a bit of MySQL.
Okay. A bit of MySQL. So have you used it along with Python?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's so good. Okay. Others would like to speak on this, or shall I continue? Okay. No problem. Python is a programming language. And yes, we can use it for development of the software. And we are going to learn obviously the basics. Okay, web development, data science, Tejasvi is typing it down. Yes, we can make use of it for such type of things, even AI and ML. So everywhere we are using Python these days, and that's why its importance has been increased over the period of time. Okay. Uh, so Just a minute. Let me go back to my PPT. Okay. So, team, would you like to have a talk on this, or shall I continue? Faaiza?
Can you check my mic?
I have mute. Okay. No, I'm not on mute. Can't you hear me?
We
Students?
can hear you,
audible.
ma'am.
Okay.
You're
Okay,
audible,
fine.
ma'am.
Okay, fine.
Actually,
Sure.
you can continue with the course. It
Okay,
has been
sure, sir.
covered.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Sure. Please.
Okay. So, actually, about this course, when we talk about, it is by Finessefleet Foundation, and we are going to talk about the programming in Python. Fine. And we are going to talk about how to work upon the real world and the real world problem statements. Even we will come across certain problem statements or certain use cases that are used in day-to-day life. Okay. So obviously we would have a lot of discussion here. So I'll be expecting that only me or Faaiza ma'am won't talk, but you will also need to take interest. And obviously you are going to execute the things if it is possible for you on your machines, or
Ma'am, audio not clear.
audio is any problem in hearing me?
No, ma'am, it's fine.
No, ma'am, clear.
From
Okay.
your end.
Okay.
Please continue.
The student who is trying to tell me this, will you please check the network on your end, please? Okay, fine. So when we talk about this particular Python, okay, obviously it is open source in nature. Now, can anybody tell me what do you mean by the open source? Does anyone know about it? Okay, forget about it.
It
That's
is free
okay.
to use and available for all.
Right, right. Very, very good. Who is trying to give me the reply?
Aryan, ma'am.
Okay, very good, Aryan. So I'm not checking who is trying to type it, give me the replies from time to time. It gets difficult. So whenever we talk about this particular Python, it comes under Free Software Foundation and open source. So we don't need the license for it. So we are going to talk about that, but obviously the objectives of this particular presentation or whatever I'm going to talk to you all would be need of learning programming, why we are learning it, what is Python, why learn Python. Obviously we should know how it has started. Okay, because if we don't know when has it been started and what is the historic representation of Python, then maybe we may not give we should understand all these things. So features of Python and setting up the development environment. So we are going to speak about that also in the towards the end. So obviously we need the programming language, any programming language. So there are different programming languages, I suppose you know, that is Python, then C programming, then C++. You must have heard about Java, you must have heard about Ruby. Okay, then Golang. So there are many such programming languages that are available, and obviously our machines don't understand whatever we type it down in English, right? So they have to be converted to the binary code, zeros and ones. That is a machine language, and really it is impossible to type it down everything in zeros and ones, right? So we are writing it down in English, okay, and later on it gets converted by in that particular programming language, okay, and we can see that seeing how the code is getting executed. So there are interpreters and there are compilers also. Okay, so Python, I will not go to the compiler part, but Python is an interpreted programming language. So it is executing the statements one by one. Okay, that much you can keep it in mind at this moment. Later on, whenever the time of compilation comes, okay, if I speak about it in the later part, okay, then I will tell you about the compilers also that time. But today it would be too much for you to understand the things. Okay. So obviously I want to instruct my computer how to write down a code. So suppose, for example, I want to add two numbers. Okay. And the numbers are say 5 and 6. Okay. Then that time I will need to tell my computer that where is 5 stored, where would 6 be stored, okay, and then how to do the addition of it. So obviously I will need to make use of the arithmetic operator. I will have to write it down, c equal to a plus b, something like that, how we do it in normal mathematics, isn't it? So that is a formal way to instruct a computer to perform the task. And that whatever I said, the code, okay, that is nothing but the human logic, and we are going to execute it in a particular format. So I will go to that particular part. So in some time, give me some time. Okay. By the way, am I going very fast? And or are you all getting it? Okay, fine. So why do we need it? To automate the repetitive task. Okay, so it writes code in Python, then translation of the code is done and the code is executed. Fine. So to build real world applications, for example, mobile apps, now we are talking about the general programming languages. Okay. So Android programming, you must be knowing. Okay. Or you must be knowing about JavaScript, HTML. You must have heard about it. I'm not saying you should know each and everything. Okay. So if I want to generate a website, okay, then maybe I will have to use the such type of softwares. Okay. So all these things, when I am going to make use of, okay, then programming languages are useful. Fine. So obviously we can make use of them for the domains like banking, healthcare, scientific research, etc. So when I talk about healthcare, just 4 years ago, we have gone through the pandemic COVID. Okay. And we all must have used the Arogya Setu app, right? And there we must have seen that at which all centers our vaccination is available, and we must have taken the help of it, right? So that is something like I'm talking about at this moment, the general programming. Fine. But then when we talk about the actual programming by using Python, if suppose you come across the certain maybe tools like GUI programming, okay, Tkinter, or suppose how Aryan said before some time that SQL can also be connected with Python, and then backend and front end can be connected to each other. Okay, so we can generate the application. Okay, it will not be a mobile app, but it will be the application which would run on my machine. Fine. So I can do that by using Python, say for healthcare or banking or scientific research or something like that. Even we can generate the games, we can do the simulations, etc. So this is, I told you, from general programming's point of view. So not only Python, and at some point of time I told you about by using Python also. I hope I'm clear enough. Any doubts up till now? You can please respond me so that I can go ahead whenever possible. So the thing is, why Python and what is Python? Okay, so Python is a high-level interpreted general purpose programming language. Has been created by Guido van Rossum and first released in 1991. So we are going to make use of such a software or such a tool which has been developed or maybe released maybe 34 years ago. Okay, but still it is useful. So you can understand that. And SQL is even before that. Okay, so it is designed to emphasize code readability and simplicity. It is procedural, object oriented, and functional paradigms. So what do we mean by that? So wherever we write down the code, okay, how are we going to write it down? In a procedural programming style, okay, or maybe by using the classes and methods, that is object oriented, or maybe by using functional. But we are going to concentrate currently on the procedural programming paradigm. Okay, so that we will be master in it, and then maybe we can go ahead with the later part whenever possible. Okay, because we need to master the things in one, and then we can think about, okay, I want to learn Python for data science, or maybe for web designing, or maybe for machine learning or something like that. So we will be master in at least one type of paradigm. So it is very easy to learn. English like syntaxes are there. Freely available and community driven, and that's what I spoke to you all about in the beginning. It is open source and backed by Free Software Foundation. Okay, so you can easily download the software. Okay, and interpreted languages. Obviously, I told you about the interpreter. I spoke to you that, okay, we will talk about the interpreter currently, and then we will speak about the compiler. So line by line, it would get executed. Okay, so now I'll be going to my idle. I'll let you know how to start and all, but let me go to that. Let me tell you what do you mean by this line by line and all, and then we will come back over here, and then we will talk about how to install, which link to go, what to download. Okay, that we will talk about it later. So give me a few seconds. Okay, so that it will be easier for you to see the things. It shouldn't happen that everything is happening theoretically. It shouldn't happen like that. Okay, so I'm going to start my idle like this. You need to tell me that whether the screen is shared or not for idle also. I hope you all can see the idles, Python idle shell, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much. So here you can see that, and here we write down the code, but that would be the command line. We are going to write down on the command line. If suppose I write down the code here. So suppose if I say the value of A is 5 and B equal to 6, how I said before some time. Okay. And if I say here A plus B, then it is getting executed, is giving me 5 plus 6 equal to 11. Now you might be thinking that, okay, are we in this course for learning such a easy program? No, not at all. Okay, but just to start with, yes, we have to make the friendship with that particular software, right? So now whenever I have given A equal to 5, this is interpreted. The meaning is this particular statement has been understood by my interpreter. Okay, Python's interpreter. It understood 5 has to be allocated to A as a value, A as a variable, later on 6, and then we can see A plus B equal to 11. Okay, so what is this? This is interpreter. Now I can give you one more example of interpreter. For example, suppose for example, whenever our ministers, or maybe you and me, okay, if we go out, okay, out of India, we may not know that particular language, maybe Spanish or maybe German. Okay, then what do? Generally, we speak in English. If suppose they say no English, okay, then that time we have to take the help of somebody with us, and then we have to tell them, okay, please tell them in German what am I speaking. Either this, or I will type it down on my mobile, and then I will translate it by using Google Translate, and then I'll show it to them in German or French or Spanish or whatever. Okay, so what is this happening there? We are talking about the interpretation, right? And interpreters are playing a very important role. Okay, that way, not for you and me, but at the embassy levels. So there we are talking about the interpreters, and that's what has been done by Python at this moment. It is not compiling. Now, what do we mean by not compiling and it is interpreting? Because it is understanding line by line. Okay, it is just giving it, it is just allocating those particular values or storing those values in those variables and trying to execute that particular code for me. Fine. So this is something like I'm talking about Python idle. That is integrated development learning environment. We will come across that in the later part of the slides. So I will just stop here and I'll go to my PPT. I hope that's okay. Fine. So currently I'm using 3.12. Current version which is available is 3.13. Okay. So we will talk about that, which version to download and etc. Okay. So fine. Yeah. So we spoke about executing the code line by line, right? Then it is portable. So works across platforms, Windows, Macintosh OS, operating system, Linux, etc. And here you must have seen, if suppose you know C programming. Do you know C programming by chance? Anybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So do you remember
Yes.
that there in C programming, we write it down int space A, comma, int
Yes,
space
ma'am.
B. Okay. So there we talk about, we need to give the data types. Okay. But here in Python, when I gave A and B as the values, I didn't give it as integer or float. I mean, with the decimal point or the strings. Okay. I just gave it and it just assigned that particular value and it understood, okay, it is integer. So in this manner, it is dynamic typing also. And there are lots of modules that are there right from date. I told you before some time, GUI tkinter is there. So some modules are there along with Python that come automatically with it. Okay. Some you need to install them from outside for maybe data science or machine learning or natural language processing. So we will try to understand how to get those modules or how to use those libraries. So those modules are also known as a library. Okay. Okay. So this is something about the overview of Python. So I'm not going to read each and every statement. So you can read simultaneously, please. Okay. So it has been conceived in 1980s by Guido van Rossum, and it has been taken or conceived from ABC programming language, and it started with 0.9.0 in 1991, and then major milestone include 2.0 and 3.0. So 2.0 used to be used by the people, but when I started using Python, I have always used Python 3.0 only. So there is a difference. They say that whenever we write down the print statement, they say that without brackets, you can give it by using 2.0, but you can give it, obviously you need to give in 3.0 print statement with the bracket, and there are many more changes from version to version and from release. Okay, they come ahead as and when we go ahead. So I hope you know that if suppose I'm using the version as 3.13, suppose 3.12 point, what was that? 4, I suppose, assuming. So if I'm saying 3.12.4, so 3.12 is the version and 0.4 is the release. Okay. So that way we are going to make use of Python. I hope I will not talk about this much because you must have read this. So Python versus other programming languages, I spoke to you all that fine, C++, they say it's complex. Python is really very simple. Java has got verbose or some type of what we can say, a type of syntactical things which we have to follow. Here we can talk about the interpretation. I spoke to you all. When we talk about the compilation, the whole code is taken together, the object code formed out of it, and then it is given to the linker to execute the same. Okay, so that way the process happens in the compilation, which is not there in the interpretation, because when we talk about the interpretation, it is just quickly, it happens that A equal to 5, B equal to 6. Okay, it understood that way. It is versatile because I told you, we spoke about it, that it is used for so many tools, for so many, we can say, the techniques. Okay. So Python is really versatile. Then it is useful for system apps, but then system apps can be used, we can make use of OS libraries and all related to the system. Okay. We can use them in Python also. Okay. And it is for the, it is enterprise, for enterprises generally it is used. It is easy. Lots of complications are there, or complex system is there, it is moderate. Okay. So list of programming languages have been given. I have spoken with you all about a few of them. I hope it's clear. So there are various applications of Python. So tomorrow, if you want to make use of some Python web development, okay, you feel like that you really want to develop a website showing your the number of activities which you are going through in a day, day-to-day life. In addition to that, your extracurricular activities, and you want to portray yourself through that particular website, assuming. Okay. Then we can talk about Django. You can make use of Flask. Okay. Along with Python. For these are the libraries we are talking about, but these are the technologies. These are the tools. Okay. But these are the libraries. So I spoke to you that the libraries are nothing but the modules. Just a few minutes ago, I spoke to you. So if again, I will go back to C programming or C++. If suppose you know C programming language, and if suppose you don't know, then also it's okay. Okay. I'm just trying to compare so that you will understand how there is a change from one programming language to another. Nothing else. Okay. So obviously, I don't want to make you afraid. Okay. When we talk about hash include stdio.h, if you remember, okay, that is including standard input output header files that we used to give, or rather we give in C programming. Okay. Here we write down import. Okay. So whenever we are using such type of tool, the modules or the libraries, we write down import pandas, import numpy, something like that. But we will make use of them, a few of them, as the time comes. Then it is for the automation and scripting. So cron jobs, and to just generate the bots type of the applications, desktop applications. Tkinter, I spoke to you all about it. Then PyQt, game development, Pygames. You really can make, once you start understanding the syntax of the basic programming in Python, you would be surely able to learn Pygame on your own. Okay. So you can watch the YouTube videos, and you can do that once after, say, after a few lectures, because it will be easier for you. Then for cybersecurity and forensics, scripting tools, automation, it is used, scientific computing, SciPy and SymPy. These are the applications that are there with Python that are widely used. Even we can make use of Python in C programming also. Okay. That's known as Python. Okay. So such type of applications are there, and we can make use of them. Okay. Now we are coming to this. So here they have here the website has been given. Okay. And we need to understand. So how many of you are sitting and practicing on computer at this moment? Can you quickly tell me? Okay, there are many. Rather, there are few. Okay, fine. That's not the problem. But if suppose now, obviously, the recording would be made available to you, so that's not a problem at all. So you need to. I will be copying. There are many windows are open. So instead of that, I will go to the Okay. And I hope my screen is shared. And you can see that.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you will need to go to downloads. And then current version is Python 3.1.13.3. Okay, you can see that, right? By the way, here I will not be installing it because I have got already this particular version, but it is not a big deal at all. Okay, so you are going to download it and you would get one executable. Fine. And then you have to just double click on it and you have to do the installation. Fine. Here it's written about the path, add Python to path. But to be very frank, whenever you do this Python 3.13 or maybe 3.12, whichever you feel, we will talk about that also. Give me 1 minute. Okay. So there is an option that automatically include the path at the time of installation. So select that so that automatically Python's path would be added in the environment variables and you don't need to do a lot of things. Okay. So now I will suggest you not to go for the latest version. I would just suggest you can go, that's not a problem at all, because whenever the fresh version or the latest version is there, then that time there are chances that some changes are generally coming in or updates are happening. So I always suggest the students to just go to the prior release. Okay, so if there is a release 3.13.1, or if you can go to 3.12 point something for, say, for example, I'll just check mine. Give me 1 minute. It is 3.12.0. Okay, but still I can work properly on it. So how would you see the version? You can see it here. Okay, how would you get it? How did I start it? After installation, what are you going to do? You are going to do here idle. Okay, now just please keep it in mind that there are various smart editors that are available to execute the Python code. Okay, so in the beginning, for first 2 lectures or maybe first 1.5 lecture today and next Tuesday is half of the lecture, we will work on idle so that you will get used to it, how to write down the code, how to execute it, etc. And then we will start working on the Jupyter notebook. That also I will let you know how to work upon it. So don't worry about that. Okay, we will do it practically over here. I hope that's okay for you all students.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so by the way, by now, have you installed, anybody has installed this 3.12 or 3.13 or whichever is available?
Yes,
If
ma'am.
not, okay, very good. Okay, so could you after installation you were able to I mean to say after download you were able to install it, or how, what is the situation currently?
Ma'am, actually, currently I'm learning Java in my college, ma'am. But favorite subject. That's why in free time I used to read a Python book which was given by my dad, ma'am. That's why I like it Python, and I watch YouTube how to install the Python Python program.
Python software installation, you meant to say, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you understood that and you did it.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good, very good. What's your name?
Narmada Devi, ma'am.
Okay, that's so nice. Very good, Narmada. So the others can also do it. That's not a problem at all. If you cannot do it along with me at this moment, that's also okay, because this is just the first lecture. you can do it very easily, because otherwise also you play the games and you know how to install. So installation or configuration of Python is much easier than all these things. Okay, so you can do that, and then after that, okay, after downloads, you need to double click and automatically include Python path that you can select. Okay, if suppose that is not coming, then also it's okay. Okay, don't stop there, fine, and you can do the installation. So that way it's possible. In addition to that, I would just like to tell you, if suppose that automatically installation doesn't show you the path getting added, then you can go to path. You will need to go to new if suppose you are doing it for the first time. No, I will not go to new because I have got that particular installation already in my machine. Okay, I will go to edit. Okay, and you can see here, see, here is my Python. Can you see that? This is my path. So you will need to search on this PC your Python installation, double click on it, do the Python installation. You will come to know the path, and that particular path can be added over here. Okay, where do you need to add? I'll just let you know one more time. You are going to get the recording, so that's that's not really a problem, but still I'll show you one more time. I went to the system properties or edit environment variables. I went to environment variables. Then I went to path. I am not going to give new. I'm going to give edit because that has already been added by me. And then you can see this path, the 1, 2, 3, 4, the fourth one. Okay. And then after that, adding it, say OK, click OK. Obviously click OK. I didn't do many changes, so I'll say cancel, but you do OK. Okay, in this manner we need to add the path. But yes, there are lots of YouTube videos available. You can make use of them, and you can install it. So that's not the problem at all. Okay, I hope you can do it. Yes or no? Can you quickly tell me yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
That's the spirit. Okay. Okay. By the way, shall I speak to you all in English and Hindi both, or English would do?
Ma'am, English.
English,
Hindi plus
English.
English, ma'am.
Okay.
Both languages.
English. Okay, more English, lesser
I'm
Hindi.
English only.
English only. Okay, fine, fine. So lesser Hindi and more English. Fine. Thank you so much. So here installation of Python has been given in the PPT also. Fine. So that's what I spoke to you all, that installing IDE, that is comes with Python installation. IDLE, okay, that is integrated development learning environment. Fine. There is VS Code. That these are the other editors, that is the smart editors, maybe PyCharm, and then Jupyter Notebook. So we are going to make use of them. So initially we are going to make use of IDLE. Fine. Fine. That has been given over here. So we spoke about all these things so that yeah, so we can make use of data analysis, websites, accessing API data. For example, there is an API, that is application program interface, for Twitter. There is an application program interface for WhatsApp. Okay, and then we can get that particular data and we can do the data analysis. So all these things are very much possible very easily. Okay. I spoke to you all about difference between Python 2 and Python 3. I spoke to you all. Yeah. Now, when you talk about the front end and back end, here when we are going to make use of Python, Python is a programming language. If we are going to make use of tkinter, that is GUI programming. Okay, over the period of time, you might use it on your own. Okay, because whatever you are going to learn would be basic, but after that you would be the master of, and you would be confidently able to do Py games on your own, or maybe tkinter, that is GUI programming, along with SQL in the backend. Okay. So what do you mean by backend and front end? So whenever we are storing the data, say I have got your list of students, okay, and we want to find it out how many of you were present today and how many of you have missed the lecture today, or maybe day for yesterday, or maybe in the next week. Okay, I want to do the analysis of it. I am going to save my data in SQL, okay, in the backend. Fine, SQL or SQLite, okay, or any such software that is structured query language. Okay, and then by using the libraries like PyMySQL, MySQL server, MySQL client. Okay, so such type of libraries are there in Python. Okay, by using them, I spoke to you all about the library or the module, which can be written by using import. Okay, so the backend and the front end, that is SQL and Python, are connected to each other, and the data from SQL can be taken into the front end, and I can do the analysis by using some more tools, say by using pandas or maybe NumPy. And if suppose I want to do the charts, I want to draw the charts, then I can make use of maybe matplotlib or seaborn, such type of libraries. Okay, so what I wanted to tell you is what is front end and back end. So front end is currently Python for us, and back end would be any SQL software. Okay, rest of the things I spoke to you, so I will not read them again. Okay, so this is very, very important to understand. After learning Python, who can you be, or where can you reach? You can be a full stack developer, because over the period of time you would be over the period of time means in this particular course you would be learning the basics of Python, but beyond that you can learn a lot of things, right? So you can be confident a programmer or developer using website development. You can do, in addition to that, you can do it for the different techniques which we spoke about. Okay, you can be a data scientist, you can be a data analyst. Obviously some part of data science, some added knowledge, some algorithms you should know, but once you start taking interest, it's not very difficult to go to that particular position. Okay, you can be a data engineer. You can be, for when you talk about the smart houses, or maybe the when we talk about the IoT installation, okay, there also we can make use of Python. Okay, and the AI engineer. So these are the few roles which have been listed, but there are actually many roles which you can appear for when you learn Python. So now this is not thank you at this moment, we have some time, so I can go to my Python. I hope that's okay for you. See, while doing the programming, you get such type of errors also. Okay, and you will get that everything red. So we also come across such type of errors. So errors से भाग नहीं जाना. Okay, errors है तो कोई problem नहीं है. आप आराम से try कर सकते हो, and you can solve the errors. Okay, fine. So what did I do? Idle. I typed idle, ideally. Okay. Any problems up till now? Getting it?
Yes, ma'am, clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay, that's the spirit. Okay, so now we spoke about it. So here it is written that what is the Python version? It's a shell. There are various menus that are that are available. My bad. Okay, file, edit, shell, debug. We will come to that. Okay, then you can see that when was it found out? So October 2, 2023, at some time. Okay, it is what type of machine, and on Windows 32. Okay, so 32-bit, 64-bit is not going to make any problem. Windows 32 also you can do, and you can start working on this. We will come to that help, copyright, credits, this, that later. We will not go into the jargon so much at this moment. So I spoke to you all that suppose if I want to say that I want to write it down, say one variable. Okay, I'm saying now what do you mean by a variable? Okay, the variable is nothing but where we are storing our data or our values for some time. Okay, that would be covered in the later PPTs, but I'm just trying to tell you what we are supposed to do at this moment on the command prompt. Okay, now are we going to write down every time everything on the command prompt? No. Why? Because if I write it down here, say var1 equal to 60. Okay, and I feel that I don't want to give here var1 equal to 60 and I wanted to give here 70. Okay, it will not allow me to make the additions. Okay, for that I will need the editor also, right? So editor will allow you to make the additions, fine. But at this moment I am on to the command line prompt. So I'm going to write down here, say var2 equal to, by the way, you can write it down something like this. Not necessarily you have to give the spaces. So I'm writing it down in different manner so that you will understand them. Okay, and then I'm going to write it down here, say var1, say, okay, I will write it down as var2 minus var1. Okay, so here it is 70 minus 60 is 10. Okay, but do I want to store data? Where has it been stored? No, it is there on the command prompt. It hasn't been stored anywhere. I want to store in some particular variable. This storing, suppose you don't know the thing, I will just give you one example. For example, in the beginning of the academic year, what do? You buy the notebooks, you buy the books. Okay, these days I know the books are there on your mobile only, but surely you must be buying the notebooks. Okay, pens and everything. Okay, along with computer science, you must have got maths or statistics to do. So some ruler you want to work. So what do? You find out one compartment in the table which has been allocated to you, or maybe the cupboard, and then you keep all the things over there so that you can get them. So that particular compartment is something like we are talking about var1 or var2. Okay, so these are the storage spaces. That compartment where you are storing the data, okay, is something like that variable where you are storing your clothes or maybe your notebooks or maybe your pens, etc. Sorry. So that is something like storing the data. Okay, so please don't get confused with this particular fundamental of variable. Whenever I am using, the meaning of the variable is when the value is going to get varied. ओके, एंड इसी को आइडेंटिफायर भी बोलते हैं. तो वो सब चीजें हम लोग ना अगले वाले, जब हमारा अगला लेक्चर होगा तब हम जरूर करेंगे. मुझे एक बार आपको यूज टू करवाने दो. I will make you used to this particular whole environment, so it will be easier for us, okay, to work upon it in the next lectures. Okay, and then we can go to the Jupyter notebook after understanding idle. Okay, so var2 minus var1 I did 10. I got the output as 10. So you can see here this is in blue color, means the output I am getting it in blue color. Okay, but suppose if I want to say I want to make the addition of two numbers, I want to give it right down, addition of two numbers. Okay, if I type it down like this, what do you feel? Will I get error or it will get executed?
Error, ma'am.
Okay, why error?
It is a comment, ma'am.
Yeah, it is a comment, but I haven't given it as a comment. You can also see that I haven't given now to the people or to the students who haven't understood what do you mean by comment. Comment is the sentence or the help which is given by the programmer to understand or next, or if suppose other people are going to read your code, okay, actually that is known as code readability. Okay, so if suppose other people are going to read your code, it would be easier for them. Okay, this is about addition of two numbers or subtraction. Here currently we are talking about subtraction of two numbers. So subtraction of two numbers. My question was, would this work or would this be giving me an error? Okay, so this is going to give me an error because if suppose I want to give this as a variable, I'm not allowed to give the spaces. If I want to give, say, I'm sorry, to be very frank, my variable shouldn't be that long. It shouldn't be. Now, if I give here addition of two numbers, fine. Now it is not giving me syntax error. It is giving me different type of error. Is not defined means it is allowed, but you have not defined. It is telling me. So if I want to give a comment, that is a heading, title, I am going to write down hash in the beginning. Okay, this is known as the single line comment. So at this moment I'm doing a subtraction, so I'll write down subtraction of two numbers. That would be better. Okay, I hope that's fine. Okay, now after that I'm going to write it down, say var3 equal to var2 my minus var1. Okay, and yes, the output has been stored in var3. var3 is a new variable that has been given the storage space. Now I want to print the value of this either var1 or 2 or 3. I'm going to write down here print var1. See, if I am going to write down print var3, I'm going to get the output as print var3. Okay, so in this manner, I am executing. There is no need of giving the data type. It understands it automatically, and there is no problem in understanding all these things. But this was all the things which have been given by the user. At this moment, me as a user, I as a user, okay, on the command line prompt. How will I give it on the in the editor? So I will be going to file, new file, and by the editor has been opened. Now there would not be the prompt, and you also don't have to give it. Okay, so I'm going to write down here, say var equal to 10, var equal to 20. Oh, I'm so sorry. var1 equal to 10, var2 equal to 20, and I'm going to write it down here, var3 equal to var1 plus var2. Okay, and then I'm going to write it down print var3. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm making a lot of mistakes this day today. So, okay, I'm going to execute it. So here you can see run module. If you want to execute, you want to run it in the customized manner, then run customize. If you want to go to the Python shell, shell means this one.
Ma'am,
Okay.
30.
Sorry.
Where 3 is 30.
Yeah. Right. Perfect. So you can go to the Python shell. But I want to currently execute this, so I'll go to the run module. After running run module, it is going to ask me to give the file name. Surely, please give the file name. Okay, but please don't give the keyword as the file name. Don't, keyword means what? The instructions that are given by Python to us. The meaning is the different syntaxes. For example, print. Currently, we have learned only print. Don't give print as the program name. They are keywords. Keywords have got the special meaning. Got it? Okay. So please give something different. So I will write down add print. I give the program name. Automatically, file name would be given as Python file. So .py. .py would be the extension. My program name is add print. You don't have to give .py. It will be taken automatically. Same. It got executed and got my 30 as an output. Got it? Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Now,
excuse me, ma'am.
That's it from my end at this moment.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, please. You
Ma'am,
are audible.
you said that we can't edit any variable in cell. And for example, if we are taking variable 1 is equals to 10 and I want to change it immediately. I want to change it variable 1 is equals to 30. Then how I would change it
On the shell,
immediately?
you are talking
Yes.
about the shell, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So suppose you are here. Okay, a equal to 5. You want to change it immediately. So I gave here a equal to, see, just a minute. Let me show you what is the value of a. Print a. You can see 5. If I give only a, it is going to be shown as 5. Now you are saying that you want to change. I want to give it as 80. A equal to 80. Okay. If I give a, it would get overwritten.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Okay. Any other doubts, students?
No, ma'am.
Got it for today?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Sure.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So what all things we have gone through today? What all things we have seen?
Via the basic of Python and history of Python, we were going through applications, roles of Python, and where we can apply the Python and installation of the Python IDE and ideals cells.
Ideally,
Yeah.
right.
And
Right.
the basic syntax of Python and some code
And print statement.
and print statement. Yes,
So
ma'am.
print is a
Yes.
keyword. We are not supposed to use print.
Keyword.
Hello, sorry. Somebody saying something? Okay, anyways. So print is not supposed to be used as the variable name because it's a special word, keyword. We will talk about that, what do you mean by keyword and what to do with them. Okay, all these things obviously in one day it's really impossible in 1 hour. So we are going to look at them. Okay, so now my question is, whom do you want to be after say learning this basics of Python, and then you would be learning some more things on your own. So I showed you a lot of roles, if you remember. Do you remember them? So quickly,
Yes, ma'am.
can you type it down in the chat? What would you like to be from that particular the number of roles which were given? Did you understand what am I saying? Okay. Okay. Great, Ajay. That's nice. Wow, Parimala. Wow. Great, Naveen. Narmata. Okay, data analyst. Wow. Great. So I'll be really very happy to speak to you all and along with ma'am, Faaiza ma'am. So we would be enjoying the talking to you all. Right, ma'am? What do you say?
Yes, ma'am, surely.
Okay. Okay, so that's it from my end. Team or Faaiza, you would like to say something? You would like to add?
Yes, ma'am.
Sure,
So I
please.
hope everyone enjoyed today's session and everything was clear and easy to follow.
Yes, ma'am.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Okay.
And also, I hope everyone has marked their attendance as well. So before we end the session, I would like to welcome uh, Professor Vengatesan Krishnasamy, the Honorary Head of EECS at Finessefleet Foundation and Professor and Head at AI and Data Science at Sanjeevani University. So we are truly grateful to have you here with us today to deliver the welcome address and set the tone for this course.
Yes, I hope all are doing good. I will not take much more time. So I think Madam has already completed the today's session. So thank you for all the students for this taking this Python course. Really, this Python will be having the more scope in future. Those who are studying maybe the BTech or maybe the degree courses. So the in future more about the data. So if you want to enjoy with your data, again the Python will be the major role. You can understand and you can do the various analysis and you can do the various tasks, and again based on this Python so many libraries. So I hope this journey will be the happy journey for you. And again, Madhavi Madam is conducting the session very nice. So he is giving all the in terms of practical and again theoretical concept also. And again, definitely in background, we are also there. If you need any help in terms of assignment, or if you want any kind of the technical support, definitely will help you. And again, if you know this Finessefleet Foundation, totally they're doing non-commercial. If you go with a lot of other platforms are there, again, if you want to go and attend the session, again, it will be the paid only. Again, it is NGO, and again, really, we are the background, and again, we are going to support, and again, to give the very skill to all our Indian students. So, especially, we are also very much supportive for you. And again, whatever the help, if you want from our side, we'll do it. And again, you can enjoy your Python journey. In meanwhile, once your Python completed, I seen there are many students. I want to come for the data analyst. I want to become a say AI/ML engineer. So really, it will be if you want to become a say data scientist or maybe the data analyst, AI/ML engineer, the Python will be your beginning part. So once you know the Python, so after that there are the few more things will be there. Machine learning algorithms will be there, and again so many data visualization tools will be there. MySQL also part of the data analytics, and again there will be having Tableau, and again we'll be having Power BI, and again we'll be having statistics. So many things are there. So it will be the starting of your journey. I hope you'll enjoy your journey in maybe in background in future. If you need any other support also will be there. We'll be having Finessefleet Foundation at presently will be having very good resource will be there. Technically strong manpower will be there. Definitely will support for you maybe the upcoming days also. Okay. Thank you for giving this opportunity. Definitely will support you for the student skill set upgradation. Thank you, Vidya Madam.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
yes.
Ma'am, how to get today attendance?
We've sent the session code and the link in the chat box. You have to fill the Google form there along with your roll number and the session code.
Session code.
So you have to mark your attendance here itself. You won't be getting the session code in the group or anywhere else. So please mark your attendance. And thank you all for joining and participating. We hope you enjoyed the session helpful and informative. If you have any doubts, feel free to ask or drop your questions in the group or reach out directly. Has everyone marked your attendance?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. See you